All right, the Obama administration says the VA is back on track after 2 years of scandal. But then we find out they've spent nearly $20 million on, get this, art for the blind. Details next.
Hi friends, good morning. 8 minutes before the top of the hour. You know, just last week, President Obama told veterans that there are no more wait times, and he touted the progress his administration had made with the VA.
But working together over these past 8 years, we've delivered real progress for our veterans. Since I took office, we've made historic increases in veterans funding, the biggest boost in decades. Altogether, during my presidency, we will have increased funding for veterans by more than 85%.
Well, that's true. If there's one thing President Obama has done well at the VA, it's spend money. But where has that money been going? A new report put out by a watchdog group called Open the Books shows that over the last 10 years, amid the wait time scandal, as veterans were dying on secret wait lists, the VA spent nearly $20 million, yes, $20 million on art.
Well, here to explain is the co-founder and CEO of Open the Books, Adam Andrzejewski. Both his father and grandfather are veterans. Thank you so much for being with us, Adam.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your interest in our work.
Yeah, well, it sounds troubling. Explain how all this money could be going to something like art when veterans were dying while waiting for care.
Well, putting this in perspective, over the course since 2004, our honorary chairman is Dr. Tom Coburn, the former U.S. Senator. And when he was in the Senate, he did an oversight report, and he found that up to 1,000 veterans died over a 10-year period while simply waiting to see a doctor. When we looked at the artwork procurement from the VA during this period, we found $20 million spent on artwork. The majority of that, about $18 million, came after 2009. So we found artificial Christmas trees priced like cars and sculptures that cost more oftentimes than 5-bedroom homes.
Interesting. So I'm a big fan of what you've done at Open the Books in helping expose a lot of the things the VA does. And a lot of this art is coded as furniture. I mean, hidden in the code, in the bureaucracy. Does the VA want us to know this or see this? I mean, is this something they're open about, or are they spending lavishly on these things and hoping we won't recognize it?
Right. A lot of the oversight, it was difficult to find the $20 million figure that we did find. First off, we found $5 million, as you mentioned, hidden as furniture payments. Now, one of the worst examples that we found was at a Palo Alto center that serves blind veterans. We found 2 sculptures commissioned by that unit for a total of $670,000. Blind veterans can't see fancy sculptures, and I think every veteran, and right now there's 500,000 veterans still waiting to see a doctor.
Their family and friends would be able to, so I don't know if that's a fair thing, but if the artwork was going to be used at the VA, wouldn't it be helpful if maybe some of the artists were veterans themselves?
Well, we think that the policy change going forward, so U.S. Senator Mark Kirk has called for an immediate moratorium, stop spending money on the pricey artwork. We advocate on our social media at openthebooks.com, we advocate a new policy. It's a common sense policy. Veterans should benefit. Nobody tells the veteran story better than a veteran. We found national museums dedicated to veteran art, and veterans should be the one with their story, with their artwork in the VA medical centers. I just think it's common sense,
Adam,
and the VA Secretary Robert
It's
McDonnell
a great point. There's so much artwork and other things that created in vets and the vets community that you could do that. That cube rock sculpture you talked about, it cost $483,000, but another $800,000 to install it. So you're talking about $1.2 million right there for that. Listen, they may appreciate that, but I'd rather have a timely health care appointment. Adam, thank you very much for opening up the books on the VA, and we'll continue to follow your work.
Super. Thanks for your interest in our work.
You got it. Thank you.